Talking Point platform, TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge, we love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on for tomorrow. Now we go make some one platform for news every day. Now we country salute for education, entertainment, political affairs. TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze no Talking Point platform, TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge, we love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on for tomorrow. Now we go make salute. One platform for news every day. Now we country salute for education, entertainment, political affairs. TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze no the shit.
Yes, Fambule, una welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Talking Point platform. Just like any other day, we're not done with Komon-Tok them. First and foremost, before we proceed, we must apologize because of we're late. We get some, behind the scenes, very tough time for set up the system. But we hope so now that they get to loud and clear and everything is moving in the right direction. Today, basically, what you get for can look into, we get for can still pick up from Musa be left on the potential. What they talk about a country where they say self-sufficient, a country where for able become a beacon of hope for even within the West Africa or even parts of Africa, because of the enormous power, the enormous resources where God puts at that country there, where what trillions and this Mr. Boy we get for country me, but they call the other way, it's a quadrillion, and where me no can call us because Lord just left down there, Lord just tap into trillion. We and poverty not get no business. Salon, we and poverty absolutely will not for be enemies. Poverty for eight, we say for eight poverty, will not for see eye to eye. No, if we pass so poverty for pass so. If we turn left, poverty for turn right. We not get no interaction. But today, now we sleep one side, now we they do, now they keep company, now they laugh. And poverty they even provoke we. That's not the most sorriest part of it. But we ever can look at some of the things and where we understand behind the scene. Where some of the deals where they go through, as we know, the African-China relationship summits they go on, and we'll get for camp with some of those clips there, and with Boeing expertise and experience, we'll get for camp through light on certain things that we start back then. So if you just join me for the first time, we want to use this opportunity for welcoming a Talking Point platform with a different signer, with a TPP Leon, perhaps. Also, you see yourself for the first time. For January is super easy. You click the button, turn the notification bell, left the rest to us. We'll definitely send you an alert. But if you not post when no one come on our Facebook for nobody, no worry, we did it. We named our Facebook now Talking Point platform. Why you not go check with it and just like and follow? That's it. But again, people then they will like TikTok. You know where we pull on there. Well, no worry, we did it. We depend go there small. If you check them the intending there, you will see 1-2 videos there. We named them a Komon-Tok. Of course, Instagram. People know like for Snap, they're not accommodate for nobody. Again, we get a presence there. Small, but it's moving. And X, formerly Twitter. My name is Mr. Komon-Tok. Today I deal with Boy Jalo Jamborea from Norway. We have to help we understand some of the difficult things there. But finally, before we can introduce we guys or usher in, as you know, need introduction here. We never investigate certain things. They send for we a document. They send for we a file. Maada be secrets. Okay, left that one day. What we don't able to get the resources. Would they come tell you certain things about who get for come raise people? Knocking. Yeah, sometimes, not all you can count because we get for manage the information anyway. All right. Today now the 5th of August 26th. You see, I like August too. 5th of September 2024. They can't just now no go no side. This will be a very interesting program.
Just one platform for news within our countries alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit.
All right, straight to the point. We're not getting nothing for waste. Yes, Mr. Boy Jalo Jamburia, you're welcome to the program. Of course, people in the listening you find wide across the world.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Allah put light on, let them see me face fine. Me not a ghost.
Right. Thank you for joining us again. I'm sure plenty of people, as always, in the wait for Kayagiyu. With you rich knowledge in area of politics, economics, and social issues. And today, like I say, we can pick up from Usai we begin. But before you jump in first, we just want to ask, do a gentle reminder to people. As always, these informations are very, very rare, not to all side area. Even the one where they don't tone, then we not can take sort of like, pick on them, but they say that they get challenged, the journalists in the country, because there are certain things they will not get mind talk. If they talk, well, now you fend them for yourself. Now, before we bring you inside, let me just refresh we brothers and sisters, the listeners there, may they understand what thing they take place in China. That will be only 5 minutes, and from there we give you the mic. But they can't just now, family.
Delegations from 50 African countries are gathering in Beijing for a 3-day summit. Beijing is expected to urge the leaders to import more Chinese goods in exchange for additional loans and investment. It comes as the US, Europe and Canada impose hefty tariffs on Chinese imports, including electric cars. China's political influence in Africa has increased with its funding of big infrastructure projects such as railway lines and roads and power plants. But at least 9 countries are struggling with debt, in part because they owe money to China. Despite that, researchers in the US say that African nations are still willing to borrow Chinese money. Last year, China gave out loans of more than $4.6 billion. That's the highest amount since 2019. The International Monetary Fund says African economies will grow at 4% this year. That will make the continent the second fastest growing economic region in the world after Asia. Beijing's facing tariffs on Chinese goods exported to the West, and it's keen to boost trade with Africa. It says it wants to put more money into so-called green technologies and less into big infrastructure projects. David Monnier is the director of the Center for Africa and China Studies at the University of Johannesburg. He's joining us now from Beijing. So thank you very much indeed for being with us. China, obviously, as we were talking about, facing sanctions and tariffs on much of its exports. Bank of America, I see this morning, has cut China's 2024 GDP growth forecast to 4.8% from 5%. It does sound like China needs Africa at least as much as Africa needs China.
Yeah, indeed. I think we also see with the geopolitics tension, particularly in the United States and China shifting its focus much more trade with the global South, and Africa constitutes the bulk of global South. And I think the two need each other. I think for Africa, it brings more investment. China brings more investment onto the continent and attracts other investors from Europe and other parts of the world. And therefore, Africa, with 1.3 billion people, youthful, as well as the critical minerals, which the EVs that you mentioned, depend on lithium batteries, and Africa is one of the major suppliers of that.
It's been reported in the past that Chinese projects, certainly the large-scale ones, tend to use mainly Chinese labor and Chinese equipment, often using materials supplied by China. Do these projects actually give African nations as much of a benefit as they might have hoped?
I think there's a lot of tension between the West and China in their competition to have access to Africa. For most Western countries, Africa was their territory based on the colonial history, and therefore I think China's making major inroads. It has upset the hegemonic Western countries. Africa and China have indeed issues that they are discussing in terms of trade balance in favor of China. However, some of the issues which are seen.
All right, so you don't get a synopsis of how much we borrow when the more than 4 billion, and you don't get behind the scene. You said don't get some of the information about Sweden government. Now, one last thing what we go put in for you chose, I think I know we are safe. All right. Anyway, la give us the floor. We go put on later. Go ahead, Blaine. What do you take about this? Here we get the Chinese African summit. We get the Turkey African summit. We get the Korea African summit. We get the Japanese African summit, because the American and the European they don't games between us. They didn't get to, you know. Even India itself. What's your take?
If I can put them in a simple way, Africa don't be brass spider. Brass spider in the sense that everybody wants a piece of them. So they don't tie rope in Africa in ways. Alma want colonize Africa. Africans have to learn that none of these people mean good for Africa. China is coming to colonize Africa economically. And that's not the worst form of colonialism. We see that they happen in several countries. It happened to Haiti. It happened to Francophone Africa. Because the French them get control over the financial aspect of them former colonies, that don't more or less slow down development, even though comparatively Francophone Africa, they do better than Anglophone Africa. We have to be very careful. There is nobody who will have a moral or ethical commitment to Africa than the African. That 4 billion where then they go get Africa, a whole continent.
Yeah, tell me.
Sierra Leone alone can make over 4 billion per annum if we organize ourselves properly. I don't give you the proofs, Mr. Komon-Tok. I want to let you show the public. We did an analysis, not only one grain dwarf. I get a group of people where they work, where they look at the resource potentials. We do assessment. If we run the economy properly, we can make between 18 and $30 billion annually as public finance revenue. So we don't need any of these guys. I will tell you why we go to them guys there. It's hard to say it. But education has not helped us in Africa because we have been put through a brainwashing process where we don't know what we need for no. So we not even know what for do with what we get. Then they tell we one story say, now Buajibu, the diamonds that have been there, the people let me they use them for look grown. Up to 1928, where some Catholic priests can discover, say, then Stonian a special stone, then take them go Europe, then go find out saying a diamond. That was how diamond was discovered in Sierra Leone, officially announced in 1929. The same thing happened in Botswana. The people let me get the diamonds, they use them for decorate their houses. Now in the 70s, then do a geological survey and find out saying diamonds. But what is different is that in Botswana, the government, because not to munku then are the politics, they make sure say they negotiate with the company where go mine these diamonds. The country they get 50% of the profit from every diamond we they sell. We government then tell we how much will they get from the profits. If we really they get profit from minerals. If Sierra Leone can get between 20 to 30% of the profits of every mineral mine in Sierra Leone, will they make between 18 and $30 billion every year. No Sierra Leone not get business for the na diaspora, they work na diaspora. We for the inside Sierra Leone, because we population is so small that we can't be able to accommodate we. Botswanans, they ever see anyone overseas they work. Then they come for study. After that, then go back to their country. We they overseas, we they pass na desert all for car overseas. Because we get munku them where they control we. The China deal. We get for can't talk but no one beats the gun. But it's not good for Sierra Leone. It's part of the processes of selling we country cheap. And it will be maybe the end of we processes if we're not careful. Because if this deal materialize, Sierra Leoneans will no longer own their resources. They will stop there for now, sir. Do you arrest this thing up there, people and see the comparison what we do. Botswana, Chile, then Sierra Leone.
Yeah. Yeah, we they count that side, we continue because it be there we don't touch on that for let people and just see some of the comparison, yeah. So Famu, like basically, I don't know, I don't like say me are they slow? Somebody they say are they slow? The camera.
The internet slow than this, yeah. No, no.
All right, okay. Now put me face first. Now put me ugly face. Now, first, one thing first way I just want put here. I want you not put this now. Not put this one. What do you think? Is it a kind of provocation or a disrespect? Please look on the right-hand side. Famulem, on the right-hand side, this not to be put on. This are the government of Salona and Puta and then bluff. Then say the government of Sierra Leone and China National Technical Import and Export Corporation signed $50 million agreement for smart Sierra Leone projects. Not to want to either smart projects there, even Idris Elba when we on border. Instead can scam we because I mean lies technically can put her inside scam. Now look on the left-hand side. China has agreed to revamp Tazaria Railway, linking Zambia mines with Tanzania main port for Dar es Salaam, 1 billion. Two country 1 billion, one country 50. And remember the last year where President B.O.B. go to China, then get $10 million. What's your take? Is it a kind of disrespect or maybe sometimes now inconvenience? You know, inconvenient person. You cannot replace. They not really want you, but nevertheless, you don't cannot. But I still forgive something like go. What's your take when you see like them pitans like where they talk some more? We able to generate them money that
to Komon-Tok. When get parable pancreas, I pray you bed na so they lay down they know so. I sell yourself and so the world go buy you. Yes.
Indeed.
We may want to look at the quantum of money. 50 million. What is 50 million really for Sierra Leone as a country? Can $50 million make even a district in Sierra Leone very developed? No. 50 million cannot even pay salaries if we want to pay living wages. This Tazara Railway is a good example where Africans for go research. Let we know say, now economic colonization they take place so. In the 70s, now them build this Tanzania-Zambia railway. It was built purposely for take the copper from Zambia across Tanzania to the port of Dar es Salaam for export them to China. Now that document where you showed just now at the beginning. Chile. Now then copper, then they run the economy, they know they go bigger to nobody. But Zambia gets almost the same deposits of copper, 30 days they go back to China. It tells us a lot about who we are. But people change the way they think in Africa. It's really sorrowful for make all 10 now they go bigger. Well, of course, one country they work in pool and the whole of Africa. Now I been bring the example of Botswana. Botswana, the people are not been servicing a diamond, they decorate us with them. When they cannot say a diamond, they make it profits the country. Today, as we speak, Botswana, they borrow money to the World Bank and other international financial houses. I want people to go and prove that and prove me wrong. I'm saying it with all amount of belief and credibility. Will not go prove me wrong. Botswana is the only country in Africa that does not go begging. If you look at this team who go China, they're not did it. They're not did it because they have no business to go and beg. Then get people them where they use their intellect for manage the economy. From the time when they get independence, where Sheret Sikama take over, you know what he want for people them? He created a roadmap where they make the country economic self-sufficient in Africa. For all African countries, and that country, incidentally, they're at the middle of the Kalahari Desert. But they're prosperous. We get in forest, we get all thing. All 10 now, then they go and get akara money. Though they can dance for our make press release. He left small, we go carry microphone or megaphone, go na space, they announce them on here. Small bit.
Let the alien they know, eh?
It's normal.
Let the alien they know say Joseph would not get 50 million. But anyway, if they exist, because that's like a controversial topic, if they exist. Now, let me come to this. We weren't really what's in this. We see a newspaper, then there's there, then carry out a banner where we the struggle forget for put up the screen, let people see. As always, we pride ourselves here with evidence, but I'm sure plenty people now go don't see. If we're not able to put on, no worry. Sometimes we bring and come. Lithium. This is one of the most sought after mineral right now. Why? Because of the world they move towards clean energy. And clean energy,
solar batteries.
Thank you. And China now wanting, and secretly, Maada in government don't sign her, we don't even know. But you
if I can give a rough footing, this lithium they talk about, they widely in Sierra Leone, not only once. What's happy with my camera?
Yeah, let us see you. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This lithium
will get something behind the scene. Let us put that caption there.
They widely in Sierra Leone because the geological map of Sierra Leone is such that all the rocks they run north-south. Now, this Sierra Leoneans need for understand. It's unfortunate I don't think of that earlier for make a come with the geological map of Sierra Leone. The rocks they all run north-south. Now where you get bauxite, now Mokanji, you still get an Apotloka, you get an Akambia, because they all then are the same geological bed zone. That diamond and gold, they talk about Nakono, is spread right down from Sulema, right north to Koinadugu. The potential for fender minerals in the day. So the same with lithium. Lithium occurs widely in Sierra Leone. And added to lithium, there are other rare earth metals, including also traces of uranium on the Solar Mountain. All of these have been kept secret from the people of Sierra Leone. We country, it don't reach you side, the people for know what in them get, what in them what, because there is a United Nations Convention where they been passed in 1962 on the permanency of sovereignty over natural resources. We say now the right of the people them for control the natural resources. Nobody not for go sign a contract without the people they don't know. That's now resolution 1803 of 4th December 1962. And every country on earth is bounded by this law. Every country on earth is bounded by this law. And therefore, the law makes provision for the people that for get maximum benefit from the natural resources. Any contract we then do badly, if the country able to prove them, say this was a bad contract, a bad deal done, they have to have it reviewed. The country, as a matter of fact, can even ask the company for go, but there is a provision that if you take over, if you pay compensation to the company, we don't put their resources into the mining activities. One thing that they say here is all the bad contracts the way they don't sign on behalf of Sierra Leone, including this one where they want signed, so the people of Sierra Leone need for no say in not they in their favor, and the need for begin fairly way, let them voice be heard that we don't want these contracts. And therefore put pressure on the parliamentarians because parliament gets the overriding oversight role for perform over the economy and other things were connected with the country. That oversight power of parliament give them right for ask the government for provide them with all the documents pertaining to any contract. And for look them and say, no, we're not satisfied with this. Why this contract be so? Or we satisfied with this? And I think say the time don't reach where we parliament for begin performing a role. Parliament not ready for performing a role, then maybe Sierra Leoneans will get up and perform their right to sovereignty as it is prescribed and enshrined in chapters 2 and 3 of the Sierra Leone Constitution of 1991, Act 6. It's time we begin to take our country seriously. We don't tell what they sell we country for cheap. We're not getting no business with poverty. As a matter of fact, Sierra Leoneans should be in their country. Now people and for the come out of country go work in Sierra Leone. Not all for the come out of Sierra Leone can do slave labor in other people's country, expose we girl picking into harassment and risks in certain countries.
Yeah, you can throw a little bit more on this secret deal where they pass around, where the government they sign. But again, when they come to the lithium, we don't see the paper. We can't put a left ambulance here, where this a lot of people are not able to know self. Insignificance and
worth. Deals that have been done well, and not know but now Black Johnson won at the Black Johnson not to fish in here. Now platinum then they mind it. There is platinum in the western area. Anybody who grew up in a Freetown, when rain done, you they see something like Tiro, outside it in water flow. Black metal so it shine. That's platinum. It's platinum. It was discovered in 1926.
Right. Now was 2 minutes, 27 seconds. Lawyery Maada Bio in short interview, but in presence na China. We can just now.
It have begun arriving in the Chinese capital, Beijing. ahead of the 2024 Forum on China-Africa Cooperation Summit, which gets underway on Wednesday. This ninth gathering is expected to provide a framework for navigating China's evolving strategic partnership with the continent in the post-COVID era. It's taking place at a time of rising geopolitical tension that will see Beijing prioritize its position in relation to other world powers. Climate change and energy are expected to be among the key topics for negotiation between Chinese and African stakeholders. Discussions will also focus on digital and technology cooperation in a bid to close Africa's digital divide. In the past, FOCAC has yielded notable financial commitments for projects spanning infrastructure, agriculture and manufacturing. But experts warn that African countries should use the summit to foster cooperation that is both sustainable and mutually beneficial. China has been intensifying its efforts to strengthen ties with the global south. Analysts say it views these relationships not just as economic opportunities, but as crucial to its own broader geopolitical goals.
Sierra Leone and China, a bridge under construction in what has been a growing diplomatic relationship. Sierra Leone's President Julius Maada, in his state visits to Beijing, hailed China's continued support to his nation, describing it as a testament to the long-standing friendship between the two countries.
After 52 years of diplomatic relationship with China, the People's Republic of China, I think we are in a good position to characterize China as a reliable and dependable partner. On several occasions, through thick and thin, they've always come through. Where they have promised, they have delivered without making unnecessary demands. And when we are in need and ask them for help, as we would normally do, they will always respond positively.
The China-Africa economic relationship has developed rapidly over the last 2 decades. Under the cooperative framework between China and Sierra Leone, many railway and bridge projects have been successfully implemented in the West African country.
All right, now you don't get a synopsis of that. What actually we for worry about when it comes to some of these behind closed door deals, where we know they know, and what's the end game? Does this mean perhaps Maada is trying to probably position himself to say, look, we have a long agenda, because we had it from the chairman, the SLPP chairman, Prince Adin, that they will never hand over power to the opposition. Is it part of the strategy this? Because if you get for hand over power, you need for be transparent, because you fear say, if I go, then get for hacks me. So why we not get some of them here in the open, some of the secret deals we self done the report, and sometimes pass we see but there's still a struggle for put this one where we're going to put your opinion on this first, whilst they can't put the lithium back.
The most important thing where I think we need for know, we leaders then lack the necessary knowledge for talk on with behalf on the international podium. Listening to Julius Maada, all you hear is a beggar talking. That is somebody with an integrity representing a country with so much resources. They have always come to our head when we need them. Why can't you think on your own and do what you need to do? You have the resources. You have the resources. Why are we not making use of our resources? And when I talk about resources, I mean, we get the human resource, we get the natural resource. We're not able to make use of them things here because we take politics, make them an exclusive theater act. If you not belong to a party, you not get right for talk about what in the government they do. They don't need your ideas about how to make things work, etc., etc. If they want your ideas, then for pass through back door and get them, go then get them, then go dance Talabi and Matoma, say we don't do this project. This dishonesty in our political class and the ignorance around the people in politics. Now, a big crisis for Sierra Leone. They want to do the right thing, but they are doing it wrongly.
Yeah, finally, I think we're able to succeed for COUT. The newspaper will be able to make we get a glimpse. Now, fam, will I just tell you something? Behind the scene, you know, I'm sure it will reach a time we'll go reach that level there, but now with the struggle, I got to be very honest with you now. You see, information is not cheap. Journalism is not cheap. What would they do so is very, very expensive. It entails a lot of money. Getting information is not easy. Plenty of people where they talk to we get when I don't put we in a level in we are in the trust. We don't build the trust and we continue for build the trust and we sustain the trust. That make you find out say we very selective with how they bring kind of this platform. Not to say no more, not to say one big video, but because we know when you lost the trust from the people, follow you regain again. Well, na accrued and tax. What's the time for talk? We'll be getting
they can go to plastic surgery, maybe.
Plenty platform they don't lost their trust. Where anyhow you patch and now you struggle. Now, we don't get this information about this lithium months ago. But how can we investigate? How can we bring to you proof where we not get our resources there?
We need to have people to go quietly and do investigation.
Thank you.
Or thank you. Maybe you may need to access certain web platforms where you need for pay. Because I can tell you for free, say I don't say it, but some of the information that I can bring to now, like from paid platforms.
Yeah.
You go register and be a member before you access some of the information there.
Yeah, I'll go give one where if you go check out that information one bring come from Maada bio. In fact, and just put the caption, you get for pay for watcher. Lad, I think maybe we'll just tip people there. I'm not a count right now. I just want perhaps you know about this platform.
I know what you they talk. Now I make I think
in name what's that the platform? Africa Intelligence. You give a pay before ever you access them. Now this platform anyway, a lot left and day. We go count phone or something where you get a shock. So I'll come back to lithium. We don't know about this, but getting the resources for not just the information or the information there, but how for accessor. You need people there for sacrifice. You need to get for pay money. You get for do a lot of things there. We know many things there what they talk to we behind the scene. What we able to bring come to you because we still need proof. Like the first lady in 5-star hotel there, where they say gets 2 now Gambia again allegation. Although the people already tell we them believe that and move. There was a confusion between Maada and even the first lady, because most time the first lady it invest heavily na in your country. Of course, Nabi gets that clip with the scatters in a Gambia.
Why is that a country? That's the question.
How you go count down there?
Fatima Bio is only claiming to be a Gambian. She is not.
You can't put her at the public without sufficient evidence. It's really questionable. So that one they need further. Now let's lithium on as so. This not a deal when Maada the money. I'm not gonna mind color. You know why I'm not gonna call on our screen? Because we not get evidence. But if fearful. Because if I call an addition, someone will say maybe sometimes I don't know what they talk. Say, and if you don't get evidence or back them up, we're not going to talk. But now huge amount of money, when I mark no more the word, huge amount of money when Maada secured secretly for this lithium. Huge amount. And are reliable and confirmed and somebody who I get huge respect for. You know, got no business for life at me. Absolutely. I said the money will tell me, I'm not going to mind talking. I hope one day I get the evidence, I put out, and I go shock. If Salon people know how much Maada Bio take for this deal, then broadcast this now, all the network then, they sleeper salon. Now that they are shown now, if you know how much Maada Bio take for this lithium, if Salon people really know, believe me, now that they bite, they bite with me life. For say Maada Bio probably the last thing, Andy. If they know how much it take, will go be a shock to you. Again, I come back to the point where the evidence. Anyway, now look the company where secure this lithium. Go ahead. Yeah, of course.
The amount of money we take now will be the main concern. How transparent is this project? Does Parliament know about it? Because Parliament for always get information about whatever project the executive they sign. Then for able scrutinize and assess the project, look in relation to how the country they benefit from that project. Whatever they give Maada Bio is one side of the story. What the country is going to get, which we have never been told in every project within the sign in Sierra Leone. Now the key, what I think we for concern with. Because if we country they get, let me say even 15% of the profits where they come up from most of the minerals then they mine in Sierra Leone. Poverty not the day in Sierra Leone, Mr. Komon-Tok. It's the basic minimum, 15%. Poverty not the day in Sierra Leone, because that 15% from all the mining companies then it go give we country something between 12 and 20 billion dollars per annum. 12 and 20 billion dollars per annum will not make Sierra Leone into a great state as it is, because we get a lot of needs. But properly used, that money over a period of a decade will change the dynamics of our economy. It go equip with schools, it go equip with hospitals, it go allow we for able to build we own electricity. We don't need for go bigger for build electricity. It go allow we for build we own water supply. It's all campus Arab Development Bank, IMF, European Union for they can do things for we. It's time Sierra Leoneans begin to get this awareness. Now begin ask the politicians them. Why are we not benefiting from our resources? Different if not in business. Because one thing we'll go talk about later, I'm not going to beat the gun, is that there'll come a time when there will be a resolution of all them contracts here. Then the country will begin benefit. But for now, let's raise the questions. Let's put out the problem to the people and let them see what in the face now in country. Let's say Leoneans in diaspora no say they're not getting no business for them at the diaspora if the country they run fine. Let's elect us. Who then talk to? How then do their due diligence? Is Parliament aware? Are the people of Sierra Leone aware? Pastenka sign now say electors non secure mining list. When the permanency of sovereignty over natural resources law, they say the people then for be participants to the contracting of anything will belong to them. We get an institution as Sierra Leone when a part of the international transparency waiting for extractive industries. You will be surprised that institution is highly politicized. Institution will for be autonomous, will for run like a civil society. It's highly politicized. It's run by the vice president and one lady in the vice president office. How can you be a judge and jury in your own court? The government of Sierra Leone are the contractor, where they contract with investors. So there should be a third party, where for be neutral, for able to ensure say contracts are made in the interest of the nation. And that is why this Sierra Leone Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative Day. But go on the website. What you go see, it's all politics. Something is wrong with the way we think in Sierra Leone, Mr. Komon-Tok. Now I can say, we politicians, they all na munku, and I not get no regret for say that. Now me say, they sabi me. They no say I not get break. And they talk what they feel.
All right, let bring you back to this talk here. You know, with a struggle, we get a whole information law where give you the right as a citizen, the public information bill where law, where if you go now by law, this not so by choice
information.
For ask for any information, but unfortunately limited. In fact, try for ask for documents back and go to.
And I mean, not tell us if you know to SLPP, you know to sell you. Sometimes then they give information to SLPP, but you not go get.
Yeah. So it can really attend it. So like, what are the time for talk? Now, some of them here, what do you know more? What do you know about this secret deal? The way then they talk, say, Maada they engaging behind the sidelines. You want to light on some of the danger of these things. And again, I ask you the question, and I just get the feeling based on the conversation, Sierra Leonean the need for brace for something even worse than what you'd expect. I don't want to be fearmonger or whatever. The truth is, these people then get a plan. Fumble, when I just underline the line, then get a plan. The plan
I will show you the trajectory of the plan.
Yeah, the plan what they get is diabolical. Yeah. Not to, when I say plan, not to plan when I for the interest of the country. Now for how, then for all power as long as it takes. Anyway, you want to help we understand why some of these deals are not being made public, or what do you feel say they go on? What's boiling underneath?
I will give you all the reasons to make them here they happen. One, ignorance na part of the problem.
Ignorance
we
from
get
whom?
a society. Ignorance from the society.
Okay.
Why they say ignorance, I know they talk about waiting somebody learn. But the fact that people are not trying to find out what in the need for know.
And ask questions.
And ask questions. That is part of the problem. The second side of the problem is the same ignorance put some of we leaders them in a disadvantaged position. Because Mohammed, for God's sake, if you are a leader, you see your country get 12.8 billion metric tons of iron ore. You go sign a contract where the country now they get even 6% from that in the profit. Because of ignorance. Because I don't care how much they give you.
Yeah.
Company not able to give you enough money comparatively to what you they lose. Now you they say you not able to call the amount of money. That 12.8 billion metric tons, if we value them at the present global price of iron ore, it's going into quadrillion dollars. Quadrillion. A quadrillion now 1,000 trillion. A trillion now 1,000 billion. A billion now 1,000 million. So now imagine the money they lost, where somebody they go sign a deal, then get a few $1 million, then buy something one host for them. As against that amount of money, we're not they say all that money they for country Sierra Leone. But let us say 25% of that money come to Sierra Leone, because the amount they can invest, not to charity they can do.
Absolutely. They are not running on
and
charity.
Most of them, now people money then they take go invest. Then get for pay back them people and pay them profits. So we get for left room for that. Let them get 75%, we get 25%. 25%. If now we they get, not trillions of dollars we they get over the next 50 and more years. You know they can want them. But what thing they can regularly go be enough for run with country, let no go bigger to nobody. So this is where the ignorance in the leadership day, Mr. Komon-Tok. If you're not ignorance, when you go sign contract, you look and say, if I do this, the country prosper, that will keep me in power because everybody will be happy for me. But if you say, if I do bad deals, then they call few people behind the scene. They give them $10,000 today, the other one 5,000 tomorrow, the other one 50,000 next tomorrow, forget the loyalty. It show how ignorant and munku you be.
But I remember what we did with small one. If we can own something valuable, you the big person, what you can do normally, we can say you get sweets.
Yes.
Because the picking are sweets in value. So it is take the sweets, though it takes some to a value from her. We don't say, but particularly maybe let's say that they corner say they are your man there,
Now the international community they do we.
Well,
don't say big brother no allow better, not a big brother no allow better. Now we ignorance and stupidity make we not a better. If we use we sense correctly, we go get what you forget. Why, for God's sake, Big Brother not stop Botswana forget 50% of the diamond profit? Why? Let us ask that question. Is Big Brother not able to do that to Botswana, a country when I be people the men cow no more day? Let me poor past the word poor. Is Big Brother not able to control them? This politics of blame, now left, allow begin look at what he will not do correct. Now we jump from the frying pot into the fire. Moving away from Western countries to China, then they come with the money, then come build all the one I want. When I go use and they dance, hey, look how country fine, then they carry on minerals go. Tonkolili, the train where they run there right now is over a mile long. Each of them then truck them or wagon where they go that iron ore is about 40 tons. Do we know how much we are losing? How they dance Taransis. They say then they can't build bridge for we. Do we really need that bridge? We get electricity crisis, we get water crisis, we get other crisis for settle. Now they dance but bridge. They would then give we 50 million, say then they can make smart project with dance. What is that smart project when you don't have electricity and internet connectivity?
When you talk about we don't understand, I just reflect this. I don't know if you don't get the you don't get this one, the new one.
Economic Hitman?
Yeah, the new one.
No, I not buy the new edition. It's bad only over and over.
My, sometimes I can go for the hard copy because I want what they make me reference, like get some side. There, not to advert they do for our no sabia.
This book, I don't buy and tutor, I don't give away to them. Anytime they get in a public place, somebody go say, my friend, I want to read this book. I say, take them. Because I don't read them.
This book, when you look at what in the economic hitman, no different with what in China they do. What in Hitman they converse.
They are doing it worse, Mohammed.
Yeah, no different.
This book. They do worse.
Take a look on this one. We don't explain that to people, And
Western countries.
Yeah, we don't explain that to people how they do, but these are the new version. This I just order at the end there. I'm not done at itself, honestly. I'm not done at itself, but you don't put me on wait, you don't for don't pass some of them book, anyway. But the point is, you make so many sense.
I want to show you the difference between China, the economic hitman tactics, and the West. The West, they come, then say, "Low, they give them small, but low control. How then they get them? You understand? China, they can't give you what you want, but at the same time, say you're not able to pay them back. So what did they do?
Djibouti, yeah, but when them be default by the loan. All right, you talk about how they did. I want to put one funny clip here Fumble, this clip what they can put now 1 minute 7 seconds, but you will learn a lot, and this not just the typical reality where they take place. Now 1 minute to 7 seconds, but ready for learn.
I am proud to announce to you the first artificial intelligence road that will be completed in less than 1 year. The government is setting aside 10 billion for the completion of this project. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so Fumble, you know,
it's fun, but
sometimes
you know, they show me the reality of what you they do and how they do it.
This exactly now they take place.
Yeah. Those are the unsaid facts given to us as a kind of comedy. And Sierra Leone, they happen now in real time, big time. That's why the only party will for stand up for raise voice, now they don't crumble. Imagine, a whole country get an election, the election all man no say not correct. That's how end pa. Then have go make tripartite. Now from there, they're not able to go to the quadrupartite. So now they begin say for blame. All man they blame each other. How long can we continue like this? And don't we have to ask questions? What is happening? Are people really honest about what they stand for? We ask them questions then. We don't see so in this comedy. And they all about projects. All man they get me on kapu kapu.
You mentioned something back we're very, very sensitive. We agree with you. When China they give them your loan, then they give you in bulk sum where they no see no way to pay. Right now, they call for some country the way they struggle. Ethiopia now one of the country where probably according to some economists and they predict them for default on their Chinese loan. Ghana now one of another country. Zambia now one of their country. In fact, Zambia then be even default.
They don't default before the last election.
Now, even Nigeria for then say they get trouble. Because the thing is, loan, you have to do it and call servicing. You have to service the loan. And we don't count many times whether not the IMF or whether not Chinese. So the money what they give, this is not a free money. This is something that not possible money. So you're unfortunate when Maada Bio be going to parliament say don't secure $800 million. Who say you pull that it?
Mr. Komon-Tok, let me one thing today. You see Chinese assistants, you know how then they create the dependency on them? When they can't then build road or then build building, they create the circumstances for making they go back to them for do maintenance. From where China build you building for we 1976, 77,
and the stadium,
they go to them.
And the stadium,
when they build stadium, they go to them. Police headquarters, they go to them. From where Magba sugar factory collapse na Magba near Maboka, nobody can repair it. They are worse colonialists than the West. The West, they come, then they teach you how to run yourself, but then they give the money small. And the West, one thing about them that I can tell you, then they do them with more humanitarian and ethical consideration. The Chinese, they not get that in the day. When you default and they come for you, they have something they will come and take from you by force.
Yeah. We'll not reach on the comment section.
Before I stop, I want to make a comment. For show you how we're not serious in Africa, Mr. Komon-Tok. Nigeria started mining oil in 1958.
Yeah.
Nigeria get one of the largest reserves of oil we can find in Africa. Now Nigeria, they go big in China. Ebo, Africa will get for wake up.
No, you're right. I said we're not come by the comment section, but this Moy Banks touched me. It provoked me, and that's something that's actually bring the attention. It says Saudi Arabia used their oil as a leverage to the US to develop their country, and
exactly
is being managed by the West in exchange to build and develop their infrastructure institution. Banks and provoke we now, yeah, in the sense.
And so then they don't take over. They don't take over the oil management.
Yeah, you talk something. You talk something. Not just remind what you talk. You say, I sell yourself, now so then buy you, I then see you. Yeah. Simple as that. Yeah. Because the Arabs there, the white man they know say the Arabs are different people. Well, I mean different, they know they take nonsense. Arab man first that die waste. If you say Lord die tomorrow, they say no, Lord die today.
Then the time problem go die, say now money, Lord die for.
Yeah, when you say Lord die tomorrow, no, they say no, tomorrow for Lord die today. Not today, Lord die today. So possibly they the fear die. I'm really get for take time. Certain people are gonna air will be they come up. You know, certain friends in it for fed. Certain thing you take time they talk to her. Now, na colleague, but you know, say this certain provocation, if you bring and come to her, I swear to God, you know, they take side. Once you got 2, 3, 4, 5 friends there, certain one and the way they can go certain joke, certain one and the way they can go certain joke. It just now so over they come up. And I saw all the
this is a fact everybody. Of life.
Yeah.
It's a fact of human nature. You come immortal man.
Banks, thank you.
They deal with you by how we assess you. If the man no say this guy aggressive, when they can't talk to you, he gets certain checks for make you aggression or meet him. If the man no say, you know they think he can turn you anyhow, when they can't talk to you, if they can't use the best advantage for get the best for himself, because he's not really responsible for his stupidity.
Anyway, unfortunate that sometimes then conversation, yeah, then it's so sweet that we wish for we to get longer hours and but to don't clock 1 hour as always. Now 1 hour now we program now, yeah, and the 1 hour 30 to 1 hour with the push unto the people we don't clock over. But this go be a continuous program as always, every Thursday now, yeah, and Monday also. Mr. Jalogo, they jump in and try for help as best as he can. And like I tell you, say send for you the document. Will not touch nothing but then documenting. Now,
documents.
This one, not just one. This 5 page, now just one among series of them. As soon as I know, we get plenty things for do certain things that we left them small. Because again, information I again to people there, you don't just take all you can IBAN.
You cannot overload them. They confuse
too much information is too bad. It's bad as too little. Not give people too much information and not give them too small. That optimal, that middle, that optimal. It make at least. I mean, encouraging for let people absorb and that make could do small. So today, what you learn secretly. Maada be able to do some deals there behind the scene where you know. One of the things we come out China and behind the closed doors there, we understand say in fact that them put on 50 million. What will they gain in exchange? We don't know because there is no free lunch. Absolutely, there is no free lunch everywhere. Free lunch no day. Any 100,000, any money of their way so we don't give. And how many of the Jalo Jamboree they tell you about the Chinese and the iron rod? I mean, the iron ore they build. In fact, some of those were gone. Some of those were gone. I mean, not not 24 hours, but the amount of resources whether they take, we're not able to see the benefit they translate actually. Again, like I said, time permit, don't not permit we for those play for you one clip, don't see how they build the resources. It's not a problem for getting an investor in a country. The problem is how much are we benefiting? That's a good question.
How much the country they get from the resources. And we get for being reasonable. Reasonable in the sense that when the man can invest, not say for you all within they get as profit. Then you drive away investors. Let the man give you between 25, maximum 50% if you say it's necessary. Maximum, not beyond that. And that again is determined by a lot of factors. Like, for example, we are talking about 12.8 billion metric tons of iron ore in Tonkolili. We include other minerals the way they know they tell we bought. If we assess, say, the potential they for mine that thing over 50 years before it is done, we regulate them for sure, say, for ensure, say, now 50 years, we can ask, okay, because this thing they take so long, and we expect to now for them make una profits within so period, let us have a 25% profit sharing from year A to year K. Then after that, let us come and review this contract again for CO2 go do. Because by then, we expect, say, on our investment input, on our don't get returns on them. But because we not get people them, now we public offices where they think. They only think about their pockets. Yeah. How for buy the next SUV. If then they think in the interest of the nation, this is the way they should be thinking. You degrade the profit sharing demand. Tell them, say, okay, because we can newly they invest, we are giving 15 to 20%. After that, after 5 years, we can renegotiate. Then we clearly outline them now the contract. So any other subsequent government when they come will say and say there is good intention and goodwill. But when you go on that table, then go buy one house for you in England, then put 50 or less $1 million for you in an account, then you cannot account for anything. And then they well we. Now then deals here they go on now we country every day. It started a long time ago. And 30 then at the same process they go on. But it decide we need for make the Sierra Leone people aware. Say then they sell the country piece by piece. If we not get that awareness, there will come a time Sierra Leone does not belong to us anymore. I will stop there for this evening. And I thank you for listening to me.
Right. So as always, Fambul, we will take a short break. We will take 2 minutes. We said bring Kwata behind the scene. Maybe we'll stretch. When we come, they can pay attention to the comments and open the line for Leonas contribute. They can just now. No go no side. Now you in turn.
If you want to subscribe to the TPP Lyon YouTube page on your phone, click and open the YouTube app. Now the search box, just type Komon-Tok and click enter. When the page display, look at the top middle and click the subscribe button. Subscribe. And not tap the click the bell close to the subscribe button and select all. As you don't subscribe so, anytime we go live, you go be among the first people them where they get notification.
All right, so Famul can at the second segment of the program when I turn for talk. At the number you see on screen, when plus 4479351300044. I think we don't get the first caller. Yes, caller side they call from.
This is my ex-civilian.
Yes, ex-civilian, you get to the platform. Go ahead, please.
Mr. Komon-Tok, I would really want to talk a little bit longer because Miss Salon Monk, when at Jamboria, he talks something way, he really make me feel somehow, you know. He bring me back. You know, I work now one of the biggest industry in Germany now. You see, China, then they use China as a scapegoat right now. All the companies that they work in Europe now, where they in Europe now, they get branches in China. China don't care about human rights. European they press about human rights.
Yeah.
The make that they use China now because all the raw material, they work in BMW. They get 1,400 cars every day. And the raw material, they come up from China. Everything they come from China. The software for the new cars they use now. Where are the electric cars? They come up from the software. They come up from Indonesia and Malaysia and Singapore. But many know they blame China. European they involved inside this 100%. The all the company like Bosch.
So then they use China as a decoy.
So they don't tire with we.
Check your phone.
I'm glad we bring this. Anyway,
no, great point. I get a point. You get a point.
A watchword. Very intelligent submission. Go ahead. You get another minute. Yeah.
Are they with them? You know they say against Siemens, you know they say again they make fan. Only fan the way they see one at Siemens iron now which is now from China.
All right, you done?
No, I don't know because I don't hear you.
Oh, you know, okay. Well, I will call you back after. Lord, just add this now.
I don't want to reveal.
Okay, go ahead.
How the West China,
we give one more.
China not get human rights. China not get human rights. And this lithium we see when discovered as also. Now one of the metal where they used to build engine and bearings. Because already done quickly. Lithium not the what's a lithium? A titanium. Lithium are batteries.
Yeah, batteries.
The batteries they use for electric cars. All of the cells are from China. All the cells them are from China. Believe me, they don't build in Europe now. The pattern they come, they finish. Now Europe right now assemble. Because what happen Europe they say they want to make a climate change. I hope you understand.
We get you.
Yeah, then they make the climate change system. So now make now China, in they take the bad name, China not care about human rights, they don't care about anything which they go for their business. When they don't build the parts them, the body them, the metal finish the metal for the body. Then when China, they know that it's a continent that can press up.
Anyway, thank you very much, me ex-civilian. You go call back anyway. Yeah, you go call back. Okay, thank you very much. We don't learn from you a lot. Thank you very much. Now we had another voice. Now we had this. Okay, now we take this. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yes, sir. This is Kai Londo.
Oh, Chief Kai Londo. You're welcome to the program. The man with the thunderous voice. Go ahead, man.
Okay, Mr. Diallo Jamboria. Right, we know say we know about the saloon history and geography stuff. We know, but this world now they buy. This now modern, now technology, Gen Z. How they buy now? No, just like when they talk, China right now, China will have to accept China. China are the only country where they come to you. They bring development, they bring technology, they show you what thing for do. Then will come even they construct road them, construction, infrastructure. Most important thing in our country now infrastructure. But then British people, Mr. Diallo, we don't deal with them 400-500 years. Even for now, come out from Gumuna to Usai, we not able to go. Tongue of field says they see the road, they show you. But Chinese, then they come show you. Then tell you what thing for do. Even if they bring their own people themselves. But then go employ with young people then. Then go employ them. Then go show you what thing for do. This is not the advantage of the new technology now where the Chinese, they don't take advantage of. You know, but the Western world, they know they do nothing. Nothing. The Chinese, of accept them, or neglect them. Before they say Chinese product not good. But all over you go now, America, anywhere, made in China. All over. So what do they talk about, bruh? You know, China, then they come, where Chinese then begin support and Eskuruma. We begin get good road there, hospital have been good. Everything was good.
All right, thank you very much.
But when we commodity, we go to IMF, World Bank, go to the bank. Now Alamori.
When China back, yeah, about the toll gates, the toll gates. Not to say that even what would the comparison here is what did the West they do? Now the same thing China they do, because the toll gates what we signed for 20-something years, we see them be entered, they increase then the tariffs for low collect. I will not be able to know the details of that delay. You know that because of the program there.
We no good roads. We not been getting no good roads for like collect toll gate. You don't understand that, Mr. Komon-Tok?
I get your point. Thank you very much.
We
Yes.
no good roads.
No, I know side they come out now. I don't get your point.
Yeah, we not been getting no good roads.
The road say the road say them be now for themselves. Okay, we add another call. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Brilliant.
You're welcome.
Yes, now we had another voice. Yes, Ahmed from the UK. You get the platform.
Yes, Mr. Komon-Tok. Thank you very much. I just lately follow the program, but I always appreciate the program, and I want to say thanks to Mr. Jamboria. It's good for me to come this, once in a while. I don't think we come, but we need that more. And I just want to say again, thanks to all the subscribers and the one that will follow the program, but we need more, please. Let us expand this platform, get more credible information than who will receive, who will know about the law. Listen, brother, you see, sometimes the arrow is this okay. When you look at Senegal, now Chinese man they get road. You see, they get Senegalese company. When you want man actually before when you go the big road, why not we train people that will go to take up in the dance and we bring Chinese people for come make road for make get some 1 or 2 expertise and we're using our own resources, our own manpower. We get wrong wasted. We get people that want to drive machines there. Then they train them. Now that's that they do. Take from Gambia to Senegal, the road is perfect. Senegal, even all the area. Now then they need to use them. Even the Nigeria company, they say going to Senegalese company.
Yeah, CSC.
So why we not ECOWAS speaking them? Why not we bring an ECOWAS expert for can help me rather than taking an expert from China? You know what the cost of that? And people could say, oh, China is a bishop.
All right, thank you very much, Ahmed. You will call back.
I think this second caller, he don't answer to the concerns of the first caller.
Yeah. Thank you very much. All right, now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. No, we missed this one. Okay. Yes, call outside the call from. Outside the call from.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, I did, sir.
No bad, boss. Outside the call from.
I call from Virginia.
All right, you get the platform, my brother. Go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah. So, as a person like me, we born and grow up in a salon. We observe, we see Leonians, we get certain set of people that we be say, they don't like where they come and kill them. They like for, let us show them how for fishing. If you understand. Most of we just depend on us, say, let us see the pull and kiwi. Well, if you look Maada Bio, Now that category they fall. And most of the leader them, we don't they ever the rule in that country. Now that category they fall. If this man they come in, they talk say China, they're already there for we anything we need them. It don't totally show say this man, get no independent way how to do things. But what thing this way elder man can't join you today, they talk so. With everything we get, so more especially this lithium, where they say so we get. Area, real mineral that they have, the oversight.
Yeah.
The country this country in Africa, Republic of
Congo. They are Congo.
Congo they get them.
Yeah.
And now mineral really hot right now because now India they use for make their electric cars they are.
Perfect.
Now one of the battery that where they mix as chemistry. While other one they don't discover all that, but that lithium now one of the first chemical that they use for make the battery there. So for let us say salon we get that in it means that consider everything we need, we get up. It's just that the leaders that we get, now they're selfish. Look during the past government. They can't sign deals there. We not benefits nobody. They company then they just collect fire. It just can be blaze and pass.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. 2 minutes. Yeah, you go call back in case you want to extend you. Thank you, no problem. Thank you very much. We'll add another voice. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello?
Yes, who said the call from?
Mr. Komon-Tok, good evening. This is Jibila.
Yeah, Jibila. Yeah, Jibila, it's been a while. How are you doing? Are you okay? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the line key odds. Yeah, go ahead, please. You get it.
God bless you. I can look at but in a man are very consistent way I want for to say something, especially what this year.
Okay.
When you look at the election in America, when the opponents they campaign or any election except in the old world, and they tell you say this other policy, the one party they tell you say this here but they're not good for this country. The Democrats don't find out say Donald Trump not good for America. So of the thing they want to go after Donald Trump in America, they're not it's hard for America to answer to the president, but Democrats don't see and say the man too dangerous for this country. If now any other person want to Donald Trump, this kind of crime will commit to them, we don't left her. But the Democrat Party believes in Donald Trump not to the kind of boss you got in America. So they say all kind will not can. Because not only for stop and not win the election, and for prevent and for making people election if there will be the other person, there will be what's in a call, Romney. The Democrats will say, okay, they're what's in a call. But they just no one's Donald Trump because now one of the way that they using a powerful for able to safeguard the people. I make the whole lot to unless every tell them.
Yeah, I think that's how they want good. Now I don't get your point.
Unless the TIC reports, not they will say for being done now which one to. They're not for ever allow Maada view for the Canada. Not for the talk politics against Nassau. Unless left this man they can't look how you know. One of me pray I want to pray right now. Then that man they let die peaceful one. All together enjoy and find an exile when no cancer because people don't go exile out of the app. No man don't die. Make us against it. So unless you say this, so let God make them die peaceful and they don't kind against it. I'm agree that. Because any time they talk about Maada, they tell them they only take something and stab them in the hands. That man don't damage that country for nothing. If the next person you get for Canada, which kind of go get.
Anyway, thank you very much, Jibila. Thank you. Yeah, now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yes, I call from Maada.
Yes, my brother. You get the platform, you get 2 minutes plus.
Yeah, it's a Komon-Tok. You guessed it, right? But one thing it is say so for make the people that know say we get riches then at this country. I don't think any citizen then at this country we don't know say salon get money. You know, the other thing we say that the know-how will not get. And clearly, that's not the problem. Why make if you say Chinese them? You know, they go to any big village in this country where they see Chinese, Indian. if you say that they come out, they left in country for cash off and so people that can say money not in the country. So when I really say them people then kind of salo for cash offer, they know to get signed if they declare. But what you know we lack are the knowledge we then get. So it's simple. With all the money we they say politician and the thief, we get evidences for say politician and the thief for money. Wanna show me one politician where after he left office he still be a millionaire. Wanna show me one politician who actually get good business in this country where they employ over 100 people there. One. This is not 60 years, right? From then, call all the big name them, from Momo to Sheki to this Maada area, we ain't get clear proof that he for 80 million. And I want to deny and say, not if money there. When I show you what Maada building gets 6 years ago before become president. So now they know how the problem, not so any other thing. If we just get the knowledge for know how to manage things in this country, on our rights, on only for be poor. When I the knowledge will not get. So no matter what we talk, all the NC and our old news, all man knows is alone gets gentry. But we not just know how to manage them. The resources are here. We just don't know how to manage the resources. Una, thank you.
All right, thank you very much, my brother. As always, brilliant contribution. All right, now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, ex-civilian.
All right, yeah, ex-civilian. You get the platform. Go ahead. Bear with me. Yeah, go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. I want to tell my big brother, the Salon Monk, make it tell the politician that the money where they thief, make the investor on technology. Technology now they bring job. If technology not in a salon, we not go able to process that lithium to turn into battery. And I believe say any source of lithium, the mixture of lithium is cobalt. Cobalt and lithium, they in the keep fire. Lithium are positive, cobalt are negative. Join them together in the Q battery. Now they use to build electric cars. Where the power car will run up to 300 kilometers or to 350 kilometers before you recharge again. And the platinum, who again as a low so back. Then they used to build piston and crankshaft. We know the one quickly, you go use up to 600 to 700,000 kilometers, up to 1 million kilometers, depending on how they build the car. We get everything as a loan. Europe they use China right now because Europe human rights day, a lot of organizations they demonstrate against the government, they demonstrate against a lot of companies them. So they use China, then they push China in Africa. China go buy the raw material, bill them, give them, they can't build the cars, make the industry. Cement not the build radio again. Cement not the build radio. What then they build now? Na heavy duty equipment, like pharmaceutical equipment, hospital equipment. You understand? They don't build them petty house equipment again. Any house equipment you see them build, the right cement are made in China. Right. Any phone, they don't build in Europe again. Any phone we see them build, any phone we want in Europe now, made in China. Then they use them. European money they inside China right now.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, my brother. Now we had another voice. Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Then conversation, then fine for we get slow people and get the awareness. Like we all the spread and so it must reach to people. It not gonna be now, but we know say yes, it go happen. It's just a matter of time. Salon people and go wake. Now we had another voice. Okay, we don't miss this one. Now we add this one. Okay, we don't miss this one again. All right, long time for see if we are this person. All right, we are this person. This don't be on the line for quite some time. All right, okay. Well, I left the call, sir. We try for hard, but they had. I think we pay small attention on, we just pay attention first on the text. And so Fambule, the call said we don't All right, let's take this call. After that, we pause the call then first. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello.
Yeah, outside the call from.
They come from Sydney, Australia.
All right. Yeah, you get the platform. Go ahead. You get 2 minutes. We're Australian family.
Yeah, come on, talk. I just want me add my voice more. If the West they use China for technology, I feel Africa, what you for do? Let China transfer some technology to we, not for us to put minerals or let we leaders and they go there for the go collect money for come put in the private banks there. If it is not stop, Africa, particularly we should do whoever left for the beer, they go push 25 from we.
I mean.
But this thing don't need too much, brother. We need for let China come agriculture. Bring some technology, can look for who get dam or get good. We not get refining, we know they polish diamond. Go and tell us they don't get no diamond, but there is. You go India, all side they get polish. They polish diamond. When you get the raw material, it's not value. Make we add some value to minerals them. So we say we will get benefit from that. But we did another thing, they don't get sense. What is wrong with the people here? Look at Samali, bra. Samali. Belgium and France, they can plant Bangadi. These people, they make Sophie. Sophie, they make $50 million every year. Well, if you government able for doing a 1, 2, 3 district, but a lot of money, party they go and beg for 400 million from America, say MIC or whatsoever they call that. The people don't get sense. What is wrong with them for my they can't turn the leader in this country? Anyway, brother, stop here.
Anyway, thank you for your contribution. All right, perhaps this will be the last call we take for tonight. Let me just add this caller. All right, okay, we don't miss this one. Let me see back. Maybe that the last caller this, then we'll wrap up the program on the tech side with the Candy. Okay, this caller don't be on the line for quite some time now. Yes, my brother, outside they call from.
Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Komon-Tok, I call from Kabbalah Court.
Yeah. How the Kabbalah Courts?
Hey, man. If you continue to talk your way, you by you and Mr. Jallo, that they carry on a Kabbalah Court.
Yeah, we immunity day in Wio. You don't know that?
I know that, but this now then talk then they way not to just number with government they're afraid, even the West they're afraid because they no one will educate more people.
Exactly.
Especially the big stop on the talk show.
I get your point. Yeah, very dangerous talk there.
Very dangerous stuff when you talk so.
Yeah. You know, go ahead.
You know, they overthrow government and for them talk away you they talk.
That's
if the government begin
That's
talk no more, they overthrow them. If people then begin to talk no more, they undermine them, they do whatever. But anyway, I want for Tankuna very, very much. This is the talk that we need in our country. And just to add on this, several years ago there was an Indian economist that did a whole research about African continent, going country by country, talking about the resources, how much it was. Sierra Leone, according to Vijay Parker, this Indian economist, it says Sierra Leone worth $7 trillion.
Mm?
Let me repeat that again. $7 trillion. Go figure out. And speaking about this, as you can see, now you make one day you not see none of our government, including the APC or SLPP, ever talk about the Lebanese. What thing that they do? Nasalun, the diamond and gold, they don't talk. Now you see the Chinese today build a railroad Nasalun where it'll come off from the mining area to the seaport to China. We don't even know what thing that they take. Anyway, my brother. But I thank you very much. I thank you and Mr. Jallo. And I keep on this talk. This na good talk. This na talk this way. It transcend politics na salon. It transcend tribal na salon. It transcend nationality, national boundaries na salon. This na the kind of talk then this what we need in our country. I thank you, my brother. I will talk to you later. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. That's a sharp one. So, Fambul, we don't tap force on the cold side. What it is we bought talk, so it make a whole lot of sense. One engineer, I don't know what's my name now. Name they escape me in Zimbabwe. This guy discover how for make television where they use electricity. You don't need sort of like for plug then I mean only you use that without electricity, and you also don't create a sort of like electric car, and you also don't create I think if you get a prototype of helicopter with na electric. This man, as we talk right now, they say sort of like fit for in life because there's so but work out not I just bring calm because this man talk not to that the but we don't make for now because some of the big guns then the corporations then they don't begin scared see if this man invention then popularize them it definitely will cause problem for them. So people then say they don't poison her. So some of them talk who don't begin talk apart from your own government. Of course, we platform not reach our level there to make them pay attention to we, but you go research, you go research a level, particularly we don't begin get maybe then 500,000 subscribers to 1 million. If we begin talking and talking, they begin a concern for them. Just so I know, not very risky talk there, but we can't just give up on Salon. Or they'll talk anyhow it happen. So now we come on the tech side, and before we can respond. This one they come up from Ras Alim. He say, I know you during my childhood help where you can and don't tell saloon bunches of very clever graduates doing not that much counts charismatic responsibility and this one come up for Mobank. Our leaders don't know how to solve problems. They love China because they don't want to work with the West because of their checks and balances. We need people with creative mind to solve problems. Now, this one, Konotski, they say, why you think China build a railway from mining area to the port? We don't even know what they are taking out. Yes, exactly. It's a very, very, very good question. This we don't know. We don't declare for them. And the railway, according to sources, historically, why the West the maker? Why the British the maker? Not actually for the people of Salon. They made it purposely for enabling for transport with minerals. So exactly in China they do so back. But like I said, not a bad thing. But what will they get as people? That's not the question. This one is more from Cardiff and I say, my uncle, I think it's greediness, not ignorance. Very selfish government and leadership in our country, say I do. Now, this one they come up from by FOCAC. So the Chinese are treating BO in a cunning way. Even though they are very interested in Salon resources, they lack trust and confidence in BO, especially after the cancellation of the Mama Airport. I think you make a point. Let's pose this one first. I want to walk you through, Mr. Jallo. Look at this text bar, and if you look at the cold shoulder where China they give it, you remember where President Bill Kana power, he quickly, through the advice of the former chief minister, Mr. 1%, then cancel the Mama Airport, and you go pona China, then go cancel her. You know, if you say perhaps I make China they treat we so and give it 10 million, 5 million, and no say we not see us, you know, then behind give you 327 million. You will address this text here. Let we do any genealogy for what we make sense. If that could be one factor why we have been treated like we are not any important trading partner with China. Somebody will be the plan for give it 327 million. Now they give you 5 million, 10 million, IS 50 million. What's your take? They get me?
They get you now. I know.
What's your take on this text? This text catch my attention.
The Chinese are treating BO in a cunning way, even though they are very interested in Salon resources. They must they lack trust and confidence in me, especially after the. Yeah, it makes some sense. It makes some sense. We cannot be definite about some of these things, but looking at it critically, China, they don't get certain projects with the last government when it can cancel them. Then, you know, one thing when we politicians and they fail for understand this. Governments have their intelligence paratway and they use for get information like country where you don't know. They may know more than you think you know. Also, they may even have somebody right in your house giving them information about you. What you they talk outside and not they, etc., they go to them. So based on that, now then they take assess how for deal with you. This policy makes a lot of sense, but we cannot say it is 100% correct. It's a very good hypothesis and something with credibility. The Chinese will find it difficult to have a trust in somebody with a flip-flop. But then they bring them step by step. So they go and give 7 million. Now they don't give 50 million. Sometimes the next day we go then they give 100 million and say, right, they come, shuffle, all bring and come. Like how the team the man they say, we want pull alligator in our water, they call him the chief Obai. Then we take 10 pull him in our water, we can say, you know, alligator. Sometimes other tactics, then they use panam. But by and large, listening to him at the interview in China, I think nobody will take such a person seriously, honestly. Even, you know, now this is not the other thing I can tell some of the people them. When they try to make a case. If you want to make a case for make the possibility they make a case to understand and respect you, don't be asking for the sympathetic.
Yeah.
Be the person rational reason why you feel say if we're able to help you. Now they will up in the old man they build story, then rape me, then kill me, farm. Wait, not that. For whose reason they will make them for pick you out and help you? This the logical rationality where we know the key. Even we public officials, when they go to sign contracts, they don't look at the rationality. Now the emotional side, what's in Amiundi, how much are they get from this? It's emotional and very selfish. Speaker, now caller,
when they
we
walk you
talk
back,
say.
let me just finish with the text there. This text be so interesting. Make we just
Yeah, this guy makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. You're right. We're not going to say 100%, but at least it makes sense.
This I will not
This one they come from
subscribe to
Alusansis. I say Maada has the biggest diamond mining company in Sierra Leone. Well,
I will not subscribe to this.
This one they come from Yebo region to say, why can't we as citizens write a letter to Chinese explaining what is going on? That the leader is not debating any of these issues in parliament. Therefore, anything that they sign with Maada will be at their own risk.
I go answer Yebo region. I go answer Mr. Komon-Tok.
All right.
They
This
don't
one basically, okay, good. Yes, good evening, Bintu. This one, Martin Conte say, calling this BO guy a president makes him feel important. Let Samura call him his president. But Sierra Leoneans, please, let's don't give BO that honor. It does not deserve it. Bine Suma, they say, oh wow, Bine tough, you know, like, yes, so much. This one, they come on, they say, well, no credible auditor general to check these things. Plus, we have a parliament in a fake brigadier's pocket. The people get the government they deserve. We go talk and talk while they destroy.
I will let you hold on there, Mr. Komon-Tok, before you
go
go
ahead.
the next thing. I've been one for make a comment about this auditor general and the plan. You ask a question, what is the plan of this government to stay in power? The Auditor General's office, now the only office where them believe say, before able check them on a lot of things. Especially because the Auditor General in power go even for audit, the mining contracts here. That's one thing most people don't know. According to the constitutional power of the Auditor General, as it is outlined in Section 119 of the Constitution, he get right for audit every public office and activity. There is no exception. They know that. I make them find a way for wrongly pull them because me not see the justification. Now that they are succeeding, we don't begin see all them fake deals they surface. China deal, lithium deal. Things have been in the making for a long time, not overnight it happen. No. They be done they negotiate. But for make them get them things here through, they have to get rid of certain things, put certain people under control. Other than they give $50,000, other than they give 5,000, 10,000, let keep him out shut. As that caller say, yes, it's dangerous. But man not afraid for die afraid. I want to say Leonians know this. You cannot be afraid of death.
Now we rush up, finish the text then. This one is say DJ Rara say so to God we even able plant solar panels them for pump the water up the hills them, but we leaders them lack leadership. And this one they come from Kadifo and I say yes, she has hotels in Gambia and Senegal. God help our country. This then say for every rumor, there is some elements of truth in it, particularly the persistent one. 100 people
you know they Gambia, the one the way they know better.
Yeah, the one they know. So at one time, Famula just disclosed this. When I get this information, I think almost like 2 years ago, we'll be on launch investigation. But the money will be involved is very, very significant that we decide for our abandoner. Though we no one can put burden on people and can say, Manjala G, me in a person, I know able that, I no lie, I know able that. Certain things I know able. Look at and say, in future, anyhow it is, when we don't strong enough, we able to do the investigation and they. So this one, a lot of people don't talk this talk. They say get hotels and they. And I'm sure I'm not if you say something like it's yeah, people in the way they jealous, people in the way it's but some of this tea is not about it. It's about waiting people and see, Anyway, let's move on. This one come from Musa Bangura. I say President Maada said is like going around begging with all the resources we have. A responsible leader, a responsible person cannot talk like that. It will never go scot-free with all those monies he has squandered. This one, Kadi Fofana, Uncle Boy, we need you as a senior advisor advocate in that country. We will fully support you and few others. If we do not start putting things in place now and then, let us arise. And this one they come from Jerry Brownie. Jerry, welcome on the show. Been a while. Mr. Komon-Tok, Maada went to China with a begging bowl for a slice of the $6 billion loan from President Xi to African countries. Yeah, now 50. Well, if it was 50 million on commodity, and imagine people in the when they got people
6 million, then go give 50 million.
We are going to give 50 million. A man and they put her up and press release and they celebrate her. Anyway, Jerry Brownie, thank you. Welcome on the program. Anyway, all right, now we rush quick up. This one coming from Sir Kelly say canceling the Mama Yapo project was to be built by Chinese as undermine our relationship with China, in my opinion. You see, now two people that don't put us so, and from two different time. That's I think I support.
There is a lot of sense in it, but we cannot be assertive. We have to be careful.
This makes a whole lot of
these are logical opinions. Now, logical opinions will make sense.
Yeah, it makes
but
a whole
maybe
lot of
the
sense.
Chinese can get other reason why then they deal with us.
Yeah. Well, another reason when we know behind the scene, it's pressure from America. This I would tell you from a source where authentic from your own perspective.
That one I will subscribe to.
You know, no reason, absolutely.
Mr.
Komon-Tok, information.
I will subscribe to that one they will bring because I know the relationship between America and China, and I know how they play the world. People feel America and China are enemies. They are not. In this second global currency thing, where they try for build up, it will surprise people that Americans are the ones building it up for China and the other people, because they want to create a global balance for make instability not there. Now give and take politics they go on with common interest. These are things our people don't understand, but this makes a lot of sense what you have said. The pressure from America.
Yeah. And this person why they tell you so, it's not just ordinary person. Now person will get access to what they say raw information. And you don't tell me now the long time before even forgo. In fact, even before Maada they go to China, that 10 million, it tells me it's a fruitless endeavor. He was the first person who wrote him behind this. He said a fruitless endeavor. He said, mark me word. Now, and that's why accommodate disgracefully, you know, with $10 million. Our president take a church entourage, a plane with entourage. Imagine almost country they fly on that day, you know, then go give it 10 million. Anyway.
And another thing where sometimes people they need for know. This Lunge Bridge than the Alabot. You know they happen.
No, you know they happen.
You know why you know they happen? You know why you know they happen? We are so much indebted to the IMF and World Bank. And one of the conditionalities is that we not get for signed sovereign guarantee for any project we're not able to pay for.
All right, let me just take 5 more texts and then we'll wrap up the program. This one they come from Albert Fuji. Say the East and the Southern African nations are intelligent and wiser than us. They bargain at the position of strength, and whilst we bargain at the position of weakness, the poverty and the stupidity is not allowing us to think and act well. Yeah. Yeah.
Again, 50%. Again, 50%.
I agree with you. Yeah. Kelvin. Anyway. Right. Victoria Cabo. Anyway, at this point, I give up salon.
Oh, not they give up, Victoria. We're not they give up.
Never give up. Never give up. I give up. Who said? No.
Giving up is not part of the option.
Yeah, Victoria Cargo. No, you can't give up on salon.
No, we can't.
Nobody. This game on $1. Zanab C. Where's Zanab? Zanab there. Last call dollar C. If it's Zanab C there. Yeah, Zanab there. Zanab there. Yeah, Zanab. Yeah, Zanab day. Yeah, Zanab day. Yeah, Zanab said the game for Donna. You know, so this game with the Donna. And I still not done the game. Nobody know the good side. Nobody know they done this. Nobody know they went away. Nobody know they give up on side. Anyway, time on the between. I'll transfer the mic to you for your last submission before we say goodbye.
Well, as we say, this is a progressive information given. We're not going to give everything one day. But we want the people of Sierra Leone for know what they need for know, so that we go able to take decisions on behalf of our country. You know, they talk about Maada bill, they talk about this, but really, the process has been on for a long time. What you know, Maada bill in term, the process don't get worse. And 9 days in power now, so get for come with issues for make we begin correct. Let this thing not sink below ground level or below sea level. But the people of Sierra Leone get for wake up and get for know what they need for nobody than country. Because you talk about we have everything, we lack technology. We don't lack technology. We lack honesty. There are Sierra Leoneans out in the diaspora. We get all the skills we need for one country. But they are afraid to go in because they are afraid to go in and get harassed, put themselves in harm's way, or get embarrassed. We don't see examples, plenty people, they don't go for try for help. It end up in disaster. We need for begin learn the elements of ethical standards, trust building, and respect for each other. We get the manpower. People and they out of Sierra Leone, I mean. We get all the skills we need for develop Sierra Leone. Remember at the time when I was still going to school, even up to the time I entered university, there was a Sierra Leonean working for NASA, a Sawyer. There were others who were very prominent scientists in America. One of them, Nabi Timbo. These people have never worked for Sierra Leone because we environment, now they allow people for go contribute for make them country. When people then go there with all them skills, with a mass them, who feel say they don't come for camp well the one the way they did. This war between diaspora and home base, not to today starts. We have to move out of then thought matrix and they for make we country. We get the skills. People and they we go able to make we country. People and they we go they identify the resources and say we can do this to get this result. But we need to get honest people and people that we aware in politics. For as long as we continue to get munku and ignorant people inside our politics, the country not they develop. Since independence, now munku and ignorant people will get inside our politics. And the basic reason this world we country backward. Do that not like that's so me say. Because if you know munku, if for nothing for benefit you and your country. If you're not ignorant, you know, if you know say this not benefit from a country. But these people don't care. They only care about their pockets and their families. So do you fumble them, not to idleness, as Mr. Komon-Tok they say. Some of them things are what they can get on. Now information they will they pay for, but it no matter. We are doing it for God and country. We dey do am for make una know till una need for know, so that we all go come as a team. We say, all right, now this kind country we want for ourselves. Now we make am so this way, so all man go benefit. And we not go tire. We not give up.
By God in power.
If they get for go hire a sniper and for kill, we will not mind. After us, we get for die one day. Did I die now? Did you God mark me for die? Me now will pass if I die now, you know me nothing.
All right, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure having you on the studio, and maybe we'll just put this last one. This person, they say Bio and his cohort do not understand that the Chinese are business minded. They deal with you on trust and they seek for profits in all their dealings with nations. They do not leave things in God's hand. They believe in their hard work. Thank you very much. Right, so Fambule, yes, tomorrow by God in power, they are back. Today will be the look at some of the secret deals we Maada do, including lithium and some of the secret deal again where they go behind the scene like China. We never understand, and the 50 million we then give it, and we never know why they give it the money. As we all don't know, no money, no, they are not free. And must get something then tie behind that money we don't know they explain to you. So it's really dangerous. Right? And when they come back every Thursday with this brilliant program, we get to talk about, like, we get tons of material on this one. Don't worry. Until then, bye-bye.
With tension and for safe we country. Cause we still with the brain line go turn the country. Before they make we land, they people never angry. and one be, yeah. And just busy for the soul bad seed for divide me. Oh no, it's not a tribal thing, this not bad politics for divide and win. People they suffer, see they no be seen. Just they pack with money left up on the tribal scene. Wise up, join the I4 sing, yeah. Tell me if in Christ and my kids they go down where you show you last name. And the same suffer no more, now we all the left for explain. Oh, if we not keep to all, we not promise them that manifest. Una no need for the do them see how any man you man up from some true, see them down space. Or them put you in a tight place, or you left a far place. Exile from your place. Hey, hey. You get different views, see them down space. Or them put you in a tight place, or you left a far place. Exile from your place, yeah. We dey far away from home. The outside we might dey home. Even though I holiday, you know no place like home. No place like home. The only place we go call we home. We not go leave by my love. I put this time out. Wise up, come together to all many things where the eye don't see. Crimes against humanity. Una don't suffer people say we don't lose with sanity. Una wanna by force nothing and no gets right. Not to answer, not to think for it, not to delight. If not the people and self una unite. Now they walk and we neck, they wanna jump na the flight. No one will go fetch for we right. Boku tax on the people more burden. Every day new thing, more problem. Waka fine, all the waka people fine. Corruption, the fighting don't come for state. We see it take seats, who silo makers then they. We not a wish for make una fail. Cause that una they fail, and so we they pay. We wanna feed the country on bail. While lights are line and we back to hell. Oh, if una keep to all una promise them that manifest. Una no need for the do them see how they man you. Man up from some true, see them down space. Or them put you in a tight place, or you left a far place. Exile from your place. Hey, hey. You get different views, see them down space. Or them put you in a tight place, or you left a far place. Exile from your place, yeah. Far away from home. We are tell we might dey home. Even though I holiday, you know no place like home. No place like home. The only place we go call we home. We not go leave by my love. I put this time out. Wise up, come together to all now they pay attention. And myself don't begin make true confession. We are here and find lecture. How now you must control government we get. How they don't look for lights there. They no see. And if lights no there, nothing no go up. Well, we science don't come for this business now. Because me no say, if now we country money safe for the use for fly. We don't get no benefit to this country. Then get a safe and pay that ship now at all. Lights will come. This is not a rocket science. Country don't left now, nobody know for talk. You say oh Abu now for tomorrow, and they can kill them with young people are dying. Civic rights for protest, theft they don't take now the army. When you sit up for the right thing, then send them police and soldier by you. Now I get okay, because we push people into the wall, if we expect them for bounce back. The credibility of the elections and the legitimacy of this government, look at Ledoyanda. But all day. Una dey plan how for rule this country without no benefits for the people. But one thing una always dey